Welcome back to more Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Last time, we recovered the final pieces of Leon's soul, so this time, all that's left at the Isolated Isles is Forgo Land. Alright, so this is the equivalent to Lab Discoverer. We're not given power-ups this time, which is slightly concerning. So we have to go into this fight with Sword, I guess. At least we have Meta Knight's Sword. Hopefully this won't be too bad, but let's see how this goes. Whoa, we have to stop Leongar! Here, Kirby, use this! We have to fight Forgo Leon, the possessed beast. One thing that is very concerning right now is Leon is starting with Phase 2 moves in Phase 1, which does not bode well, because that means Phase 2 is going to be even more intense than what we're currently dealing with. Let's try to use as many good dodges and counters as we can. I was kind of hoping that if we left the power-ups that they would stay there, but they actually went away. So sadly there's also Maximum Tomato, which will go to waste. Considering I actually went and bought one, I didn't actually need to. I could have just picked up the one from Alphalin, but I forgot that that was actually a thing. Alright, we're almost to the end of this fight. This fight is kind of like Forgo DDD, where instead of like a Phase 2 in the middle of the fight, you basically have 2 full health bars to get through, which is not great. But we're almost done with Phase 1. And moving on to Phase 2, we're already starting off with an attack we haven't seen yet. Shockwaves and lightning somehow dodged all that. To be honest, on my first playthrough, I didn't have the best luck dodging that, so I'm actually kind of happy that it went as well as it did, as I immediately run into a laser blast. It also causes us to breathe a fall now, which is way more intense. Alright, doing this attack again. One problem I find with this attack is dodging and then countering it, because of how fast he recovers, and how kind of far away you have to be to actually get through all the lightning. Again, trying to counter as much as I can. Again, I feel like this is a fight where even if you have your guard up, you will still take damage because of how powerful he is. So yeah, I would recommend dodging instead of guarding whenever possible, because you will avoid taking damage, while you will still take some damage even with guarding. So we have multiple claw swipes to deal with. Didn't get the perfect dodge for the second one, but good enough, I guess. We didn't take damage, so that was something. And because this fight wasn't ridiculous enough as is, we also have to deal with the Spirit as well, along with Leon, so that's great. For our final boss of the story mode, this is really intense, definitely more so than I would have expected. Oh, that's bad, being in the corner, but we dodged it, very barely. And we're actually almost done with this phase. I'm actually impressed by how smoothly that went. Just a few more hits to deal, and we'll be through this fight relatively unscathed. Didn't even use our Maximum Tomato, which I'm actually impressed by. On my first playthrough, I definitely used it on this fight, which wasn't great. Yeah, the combined forces here are not easy to get through. I'd prefer not healing if I can get away with it, but I might end up having to heal just to play it safe. If we can get one more charge attack in, we'll be fine. Almost there. And of course, it's not that easy. We now have to fight the Fluttering Dream Eater Morphonite, making its first canon appearance, actually, because typically extra modes in Kirby games are non-canon, and they debuted in Kirby Star Allies, Guest Star Allies. Using the combined forces of Soul Forgo, this fight is no joke. We might die here. I actually might intentionally die here, so I can hold on to my Maximum Tomato and just try again. I'm debating how to go about this. It depends on how much damage I can deal without actually taking more damage. If we can get to like the halfway point, I'll heal. Otherwise, I might just reset the fight on purpose. This is very intense. Morphonite kind of takes the role of Galactonite as a sort of secret boss. Galactonite actually was turned into Morphonite in Star Allies by that butterfly. If there are two things that definitely worry Kirby fans at a glance when games get announced, it is cute friend characters and butterflies. If I'm not mistaken, the butterfly has been a recurring motif since I wanna say Kirby Return to Dreamland. And the red and yellow butterfly was visible in one trailer for this game, so people were very, very concerned early on that Morphonite... Anyway, I guess we get to see what happens when we lose a life. I somehow am not surprised that if we were to lose a life, which is just losing 100 star coins, I mean, it kind of makes sense. This is the last main story fight, so we made it really far without actually losing a life, so I am actually relatively happy with that. Let's try Tornado. I feel like this isn't ideal, but we're not given Fire or Sword, which are my go-tos, so I'll try to make this work. Morphonite's a really cool character, but I do kind of miss Galactonite, if I'm being honest. But again, they kind of take the same role as the big post-game final boss. Morphonite was actually, if I'm not mistaken, based on an old piece of concept art. So, like, there was a canceled... Basically what Return to Dreamland turned into, or what it started out as, was a GameCube Kirby game, and Morphonite was actually planned for that game. So yeah, they were kind of sitting on this design for like 15 years. Maybe not that long actually, like 2005 to 2009 or 2018. So yeah, 13 years or so. There was also some misconceptions I remember, and I feel like I almost also believed this for a while, because of the one, I think it was for the Anniversary Collection, some of the concept art showed Morphonite with the Meta Knight artwork, so people thought that Morphonite was like concept art for Meta Knight directly and not a separate character, but was originally designed as a separate character from the GameCube era. This is a good song, by the way. I feel like when you have a fight like this that's just very non-stop, it's really hard to just kind of sit and enjoy the music. But this is a good theme. It's like it incorporates like motifs from the main song in a very intense, like powerful way. I do also wish we could have fought Forgo's Soul. I think that would have been an interesting fight. In the same way that it's like, yeah, we kind of got ripped off of a Meta Knight or a Galactic Knight fight in Star Allies. Would have been cool, but instead we just fight Morphonite. I do like how this incorporates both, though. Like, you have obviously Morphonite with kind of a Meta Knight-like moveset comparable to Star Allies, but with the element of Forgo's Soul appearing to like cause havoc. Tornado's doing pretty well here, but I'm not really used to this strategy, so I'm definitely playing it a little bit safe. We do have a full heal still, but also we're not even at this phase 2 point. So again, I'd like to play this a little bit safe just to make sure we get through this relatively unscathed. We should actually be close to phase 2. Well, that was smooth, just going straight into that tornado. Yeah, we're almost at the halfway point, so we're not doing too badly. But now things are about to get way more serious. He's got dual swords now. This is actually comparable to Star Allies, where he had like the multiple swords. Got flames collapsing inwards, dropping a lot of stars. Again, the general strategy. I feel like Needle also works comparably, where you basically want to just use moves that... Oh, you want them to use moves that drop a lot of stars. We got hit by that like energy attack, which is just kind of distorting everything. In Star Allies, I think it brainwashed instead. So basically, instead of like warping reality, instead that would basically, yeah, brainwash allies and kind of make them fight you or something like that. And then you have to toss friend hearts at them. To be fair, it's actually been a while since I played Star Allies, so if I'm misremembering, that would be why, but I think there was some mechanic like that. Yeah, it's a very interesting fight. Again, a very fitting final fight. Oh, there are 2 of them now. Not the biggest fan of that. We're running out of stage space here. That's actually something I feel like this game does really well, is use like all the space of a stage to its like full potential. Yeah, like it ends up spanning a large portion of the stage, like each fight, which is honestly really cool. Alright, so is this double sword? This is double swords. That's good, actually, because it drops a lot of stars. If we can make this work. Yep, dealt a fair amount of damage there. Dodged the flames again, and... Okay, I did not do a great job of dodging the flames that time. I think I'll heal. We're close enough to the end of the fight where I feel comfortable healing. Alright, where are they going to appear now? Flames, jump over, pick up as many stars as possible. It would also help if this was Storm Tornado, not Floor Tornado. This is still the level 2, so it's not as good as it could be. I definitely should have upgraded Tornado earlier, because I do like it. It's just I don't like it as much as other abilities, but in cases where you have to use Tornado, or where it's better to use Tornado, I really should have thought that through a little bit better. But oh well. Almost there, a few more hits to go. I think we're in the clear, but I can't relax just yet. Alright, now what? Okay. The camera also does a pretty good job, but sometimes it can be a little tricky to get around. Alright, this is sword, so this is good. We'll be able to finish off the fight, hopefully. You got the Morphonite Sword Blueprint. Now you can evolve the sword ability. Take it to Waddle Dee's weapons shop. And with that, we have saved Leon and reached the true ending. Obviously, we're still not done yet. We have a ton of treasure roads left to go that I'd like to show off. We have plenty of figurines to collect. A lot of that I'll be doing off-screen, by the way, because I will definitely need some time to actually get enough star coins to go through the gacha. There are other ways to get star coins, and I'll probably talk about that after the credits, actually. But yeah, it's actually kind of cool fighting Galactonite slash Morphonite for the first time in a canon setting, because again, typically extra modes are like optional, non-canon, alternate stories, basically. In general, I think this mode is still worth going through, even though it's technically like the extra mode of the game. Again, it doesn't retread all of each stage like past extra modes, making it a little bit more like easy to get through, I think. And again, little helpful things like them telling you how many soul pieces, or if you've collected all the soul pieces, definitely helps to streamline the overall experience and make it less like tedious than Heroes in Another Dimension. I specifically remember a room with asteroids or meteors coming down near the end of one of the zones in that mode, and missing, like if you miss it then you just have to go through the stage again, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, I want to say it was like a friend star section, like with the warp star friend mode. I don't remember the full name. Again, it's been a while since I played Star Allies. But yeah, in general, I think this is definitely worth it. If you thought the main game was too easy, definitely try this, because my goodness, this mode does not hold back. I think the Forgo Leon fight is actually really good. And again, throwing in the Forgo Soul along with that definitely helps to make it even more intense, and same with Morphonite. I hope we still see Galactonite again at some point, because I do like Galactonite's character design as well. But yeah, this is 2 games in a row now where we've had that butterfly show up and transform a major fake-out boss into Morphonite. So it'll be interesting to see if this pattern holds. Ready for the ultimate test of skill? You can now enter the Ultimate Cup Z in the Coliseum. To enter the Ultimate Cup Z, visit the booth in front of the Coliseum. Good luck! The sword ability can now be evolved. Pay a visit to Wild D's weapons shop. We are still not done, even with the main story. An intense tourney is underway at the Coliseum. I'm nervous, and I didn't get a chance to read all of that. The band's guitar case is out. Maybe we can upgrade their stage even more. Let's start with that, actually. Let's head over here and toss 2,000 star coins to the Wildies. We toss star coins into the guitar case. Now the band can perform on an incredible stage and play even more new songs. Oh my gosh, look Kirby! The Deedly D's gave us a special figure to thank us for supporting them. The Deedly D's. It's the local 4D band, the Deedly D's. They love to jam in front of a crowd and start each request off with a wah wah, let's go. Band meetings at the cafe can get heated due to their different musical tastes, but when the tunes kick in, they fall perfectly in sync. Truth be told, I'm actually trying to remember if that's the final stage upgrade or not, but we have unlocked more songs. So now, if we scroll through, we also have some songs for the Isolated Isles, and some other things as well. I want to say there might be one more upgrade or something. I feel like this isn't all the songs, but I may be misremembering. But yeah, we definitely have some songs, like, you know, for the Ultimate Cup, which we'll be tackling at some point. Also, let's talk to Claraline. I'm really glad we were able to find Leon, and bring him back. I haven't forgotten, you know, when I used up all my powers to close the connection between worlds. You saved me, Claraline. You kept me alive and made sure I'd be able to see Kirby again. You helped me when I needed it, and we helped you in return. Now we can all be friends together. A very wholesome ending to this game, in spite of the near-apocalyptic events that took place. But that's just Kirby, in general, as a franchise. We have 7,500 coins. Yeah, off-screen, I think at this point, to save time, I might start working on figures, so if you see my coin count fluctuate between videos, that's why. Whoa, is that a Morphonite sword blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme, gimme! Alright, let me get my tools ready. Then we'll get this evolution started. Thanks for waiting! The sword ability can now be evolved into Morphonite Sword. A while back, I'm pretty sure I mentioned I wanted to save rare stones. This is why. Would you like to evolve the sword ability into Morphonite Sword? The sword ability has evolved into Morphonite Sword. This evolution just opened a new treasure road portal in Redgar Forbidden Lands. Go try it out. We'll talk more about this in a bit. I think I'll upgrade Ice as well. Or, actually Needle. Would you like to evolve the Needle ability into Crystal Needle? The Needle ability has evolved into Crystal Needle. This evolution will allow you to enter the portal for the Crystal Needle treasure in Original Wasteland. Go try it out. Really quickly, Crystal Needle is actually really good. It leaves these little crystals behind, but also will launch these crystals. And again, you can pick up various stars and other objects and toss them at enemies. It's very effective. I have seen some high-level play in videos of that ability, so even though it's not my cup of tea, it is still a very good power-up. On the other hand, Morphonite Sword is kind of broken. I feel like this is the best ability in the game. It takes 5 rare stones, but it's worth it. I think it also takes another 5 to upgrade it further. So if you do a fully charged attack, your sword will actually be, like, way bigger. Also, this drains health, so you can actually recover health by using Morphonite Sword. If we want to try the Ultimate Cup Z, I will probably be using this as slightly cheap as it is, but it'll definitely make our lives easier. I'm trying to remember, I don't know if there are any other major changes from the other sword abilities, but this is still very effective, and I would highly recommend it. Alright, so, next time, we'll save the Ultimate Cup Z for later. It makes sense to keep it as sort of the ultimate challenge, hence the name. But I think next time, I would like to start working on the treasure roads, actually dedicate more time to going through all of them, getting enough rare stones to gradually unlock all of the abilities, and yeah, tackle all of those. So we'll start working on that next time. I think it'll take maybe a couple videos, and then we'll move on to the ultimate challenge. In the meantime, I might, spend some time getting star coins and starting to work on the gacha collection, so if my coin count differs by the start of the next video, that'd be why. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Kirby and the Forgotten Land.